Raphael Warnock, who is a senator of the state of Georgia, where I live, was speaking celebratorially about Ketanji Brown Jackson's appointment to the Supreme Court. And in his statements, he talked about the hurdles that she had to climb to get there. And yet, at the same time, he preceded that by saying, what a great victory it is. And it was almost like trying to straddle both sides of that point that you're talking about, showing that America is systemically racist because she had to jump over so many hurdles and all of these different statistical barriers to get to this place. And then the other side is to say, well, America's not systemically racist because here you have a person like her in the highest court in the land. And so this data, what it does is it brings us in a big circle and we go nowhere. And it makes us overlook substantive issues. And that's why I say I don't even focus on these data sets, not because I don't comprehend them, it's because they go nowhere. They spin us on a merry-go-round to try to figure out what decimal spot needs to be in what place. And all the while, there are still kids who can't read, who are hungry, who don't have a place to lay their heads. And it seems like we just want to push numbers on a page.
I felt the exact same way, still feel the exact same way. And that's actually, you're talking about my inspiration for creating the Contraband Wagon, because I was thinking critically about the problem and what was going on. I do think education is key, but there's also the issue of the heart. Now, you're a man of faith, and I have definitely noticed in my decades of conversation about this topic that there is an issue with closed hearts is the best way that I could describe it. You know, a lot of times you'll see comedians, especially racialized Black comedians, talk about conversations they have with white people. Or I saw a Black comedian doing an impression of a racialized white person, and they were talking about like, oh, how about the game and this and that, like sports and, very surface level and superficial things. And I've had many racialized white guests come on the show and talk about how, that's how they interacted with people who were racialized Black or racialized other than they were. And that was just like normal. Not delving into deeper experiences, not really knowing what the other person's life or experience is like. And then people get all their knowledge of what other people's lives are like from movies and from TV and from entertainment. And it doesn't give people a true picture of, reality, because it's not reality, even though it's based on reality. So, I find that to be such a significant barrier for us to come together and understand each other as one united human race like you're trying to accomplish. So one thing that I want to do is I want to travel around and give people that opportunity, just the same way that I give people the opportunity in my round robin discussions, monthly discussion groups, to ask questions, to make statements, to not be fearful of retaliation, to talk about, what they know about race or what they want to know or what they're fearful of or what they want us to aspire to, just give people that space to discuss it, because we don't even have that,
Right.
we don't even have that. And so how exactly are we supposed to move it forward without people like you who are making space for people to gain financial literacy and understand the power that they do have in order to make changes? We're definitely going to talk about it, me and you, later.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, I think there has to be, the pull movement is so centric to my daily work because I recognize that we have to move individually first beyond the belief system that we belong in a group based on our physical appearances. As long as a person holds to this view, what they do not see is their unique ability to move in life. And this holds people of all stripes, all skin shades, all backgrounds. If you grew up in America, unless you were taught to know that the concept of race is a lie, a myth, and it is not true, then you have bound yourself or have been bound by this philosophy. And so what happens is from that grows a set of behaviors. And so your friend who was 6 years old at the time, who made the statement, "You don't act like a Black person," this was conditioning from birth. This child was being taught from birth that there are certain sets of behaviors, certain sets of beliefs, certain ways of life that people who look a certain way ascribe. And so I don't know the skin shade or how this person saw themselves that was 6 years old talking to you. What I do know that that philosophy is not limited to any one group of people. Everyone who has grown up in America has a belief system that's given to them through academia, through our political system, even through our healthcare system, that teaches that people who check these respective boxes, Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, that those boxes mean something. It is not just a descriptor of physical appearance. And I've argued this with many professionals. Many people tell me, they say, "Adrian, this is just the way that we describe people." And I said, if it was a descriptor, you would describe me as a man who stands about 6 feet tall with dark brown skin, Black wavy hair, brown eyes, but you didn't. You just called me a Black man, right? You didn't describe the way that I appear to you physically. What you're saying when you say that this man is either Black or white is that he or she ascribes to a certain set of behaviors and beliefs. And when that person diverges from those beliefs, they have lost their Blackness or their whiteness.
Yeah.
That must go first.
Thanks for watching. For access to the full-length conversation and all of the 2-hour-long unedited conversations that I've had on race, click the support link in the description below. Thanks for your support and see you next time.